Sports cards are a great hobby and an excellent way to celebrate your love of both your favorite sports as well as your favorite athletes. Across all eras in sports, most products are fun to open, deliver some degree of quality, give you a chance at finding some cool rookie cards, nice cards of established veterans, and potentially even a chance at some even bigger hits at higher values. Not with these products. This is worst product ever. Now we enjoy opening up boxes here at Heroes of the Crease, as cards are how we primarily fund our goaltending museum project. Worst products ever is our love, or rather hate letter dedicated to the worst of the worst. The sports card products that think that you, the collector, don't know any better. The sports cards that just by having them in your home decrease the resale value of said home with their pure awfulness. 1 out of 10,000 realtors would agree. Yes, I, a definitely real realtor, assure you that your home value will drop with 91-92 Bowman Hockey. And we definitely didn't pay them $10 to agree with us on that. These are the products you will find endlessly at thrift stores, flea markets, online marketplace ads, and garage sales. And mostly for good reason. This is all about roasting those products that companies released with a straight face and said, yup, they'll buy this shit. If you are sensitive to cards being disrespected, or worse, don't worry, absolutely nothing of value will be hurt here. Because there is absolutely nothing of value to be hurt in these videos, except the blindness of nostalgia. At the end of each episode, we will rate the product on the 91-92 Bowman scale. A 5 out of 5 Bowmans must have all of the following. 1. Has to be ugly. 2. Product has to be flimsy or easily damaged. 3. Has to deliver bare bones content. 4. Has to be low to no chance of potential hits of any collectible worth. Number 5. Poor quality assurance standards. For example, spelling errors, bad photos, printing defects, etc. And for late 90s to current products, an excess number of redemptions in the product, especially long expired ones, will be bunched in with category 4, as what use is a Patrick Waugh autograph if the chance to actually pull it from a pack died 20 years ago? And before we begin, don't forget to like our video, subscribe to our channel, and write a comment. Also, if you have any suggestions for a worst product ever for us to open, roast, and insult, please let us know as we will take a list and see what we can do for future episodes. Now today's is my all-time least favorite product and the reason that this show came about. A product so unique, uniquely terrible that is. That is none other than 1991-92 Bowman Hockey. Wow, this is going to be a fun time. Let's transition to our breaking station and talk a little bit more about this junk. So let's take a quick look at the box itself before we even get into the packs or the cards. So, as you can see, it features this neon bright colored monstrosity, super tacky and definitely reeks of the early 1990s. Generic as all heck. We're already off to a bad start here. So 1991-92 Bowman was a product released by Topps, hopefully in the early part of that season. You know those decent rookies as part of the 1991-92 rookie crop? Names like Ziggy Palffy, Teemu Selanne, Nicholas Lidstrom, Peter Forsberg, Dominic Hasek, or Doug Weight? Yeah, well you can forget all about those names. Your big boy in this product is John LeClair. Of course he's a good player, but if that's your highlight of selling a product, ouch! Others in this particular product that can be pulled are the hot and heavy rookies of Andre Rasico, Darcy Wakaluk, and Brian Marchment. Whoa! Talk about collector heaven. Now let's take a look at a few packs, in and out, and see what we were working with in this disaster zone in front of us right here. So I'll give it one positive, there's lots of packs, so if you are a person who likes to open lots of packs, hey, you're in for a win. So what you have here is a nice waxy, plasticky pack. Of course, no chewing gum anymore in them. Let's see what can be found in 91, 92, Bowman Hockey. We'll open up a few packs of this and quit thereafter, because I'm not opening 36 packs of this. Alright. Alright, so we are already off to a good start. One of my personal peeves within the hobby is when they can't put stuff together. So we have Wayne Gretzky hat tricks. You'd think it's an insert, but no, just part of the base set. As much hate as I throw towards this, this is pretty unique for the time period. Adding sort of a gold foil, that is one of the earlier products to do so, so if there's anything positive to be said, hey, good stuff. Gary Lehman, Ron Sutter, Randy Gillen, Jeff Bokaboom, Mike Krushelniski. We'll come back to that one after. Paul Coffey, Everett Sanapes, Ron Hextall, Brian Troche, Mark Janssens, Dave Poulin, Jeff Norton, and Jimmy Waite. Open up another one and then we'll continue our little critique here with a few examples. And of course, again, cards are pointing every which way once again. Alright. So once again, you'd think it's an insert, but no, it's just a regular base card. But again, the gold foil, if there's anything to give it a point for, that's it. Phil Sykes, Mark Peterson, Mario Lemieux, Checklist, Paul Stanton, Rick Natris, Ken Linsman, Peter Svoboda, Terry Karkner, Steve Casper, Yves Ressin, Mike Vernon, and Johan Gorpenlov. One of my critiques right off the bat, I absolutely hate it. You may love it, but hey, it's my show. You love it, make your own show. But the color scheme, absolutely brutal. It's like an Easter nightmare. I imagine that the pitch meeting to create this product and its design went something a little like this.
We need to design a product that screams Easter and makes us the most money during that April long weekend. It could become a holiday tradition.
But sir, it's October right now. Surely it'll all sell out by April.
Oh no.
So yeah, I'm not a big fan of it. It's such a bland color scheme. It doesn't work well with hockey. Now, I've seen the football and baseball versions of this particular product as they were a recycled design throughout, and it works a lot better when you have like the sky and football and baseball colors in the background. But with hockey, no, this is not a good design in my eye. As well, photos are very hit and miss. There's some very, very nice ones, like the Mario Lemieux is pretty decent, and the Paul Stanton is a good example. It seems quite high resolution, but then you have sort of stuff like the Krushelniski, which is blurry and out of focus. You have the Ron Hextall, where they seem to take it through a traffic of people. Or the Terry Karkner here, which is blurry and out of focus, which when you're producing a hockey card product, you can't do that. The aesthetics are a huge part of it, and what collectability is there when you're blurry and you see the hockey card as if you needed glasses. Let's choose an example. Let's open up one more, and we'll choose an example to show how weak these cards are as well. And yes, we will destroy a 1-cent card for your viewing pleasure. Of course, if you don't open it right in the first try, you can't work around with it as easy as you can with a foil or wax paper product here. Okay. So we have Peter Klima hat tricks, again gold foil, positive to me. Dave Elliott, nice low-res photo. Kelly Harudi, Phil Bork, John Morris, might put that aside. Frank Petrangelo, Dave Hannon, Scott Stevens, Chris Terreri, Michael Pavanka, Steve Yzerman, Greg Adams, Glenn Featherstone, and Neil Broughton. Okay. The cardstock, super light and flimsy, even in comparison to stuff from the 80s, 70s, 60s, 50s, as well as even the early 1990s. Now it's very flimsy, and watch how easily it can bend. Almost no effort whatsoever. In fact, I gave this card a lot more personality. It's worth a lot more now. But as you can see, it's super weak, super easy. Corners ding up super easy, even in comparison to newer products, I say. Sometimes when you're a collector, you accidentally drop a card unintentionally, of course, and then falls, and then you're amazed that nothing happened to it. Not in the case with this. These things are tissue paper thin. Or you ever remember that Disney skit, or that old Disney animation where Mickey Mouse is cutting that slice of bread for his family, but it's this super ultra paper thin one that like floats down like a feather? Well, this is pretty much what these cards are here. Excellent. You have ugly design, horrible color choice, some very bad photos. How about those rookies? Yeah? No? No, not much in the way of rookie content. Yeah, so this product is definitely not on to a good start. We'll try and open one more pack, see if this changes our mind, but highly doubt it. And of course, everything pointing every which way. Always a good time. Okay. Cam Neely, hat tricks. Bob Sweeney, Randy Velishek, Gary Roberts, Scott Mellenby, Kay Whitmore, nice low-res blurry photo, Dale Hunter, Mike Gartner, Brian Marchment, hey, the big rookie, that's it. It's worth nothing. Woo. Joel Otto, Chris King, Norm McIver, Mario Marois, and Dave Andrechuk. So again, it still hits all those low points, doesn't get any better by the pack. It's an Easter nightmare when it comes to that awful color scheme. It's tissue paper thin. There's really not much in the way of top rookies, even the carryovers from the previous year. Frankly, I think the price point of free for this product is too expensive. You give away these packs to kids at Halloween, your house is going to get egged or TP'd. Frankly, you could use this as interrogation. Make people open these packs and look at these cards, and they'll give you the information you need. It would be cruel and unusual punishment considered by the Geneva Convention. Yeah, we're not opening the rest of this. In fact, I know an excellent place where we can display the rest of this product. Let's take a look. Actually, that was a bad idea. Didn't realize that actually devalued my garbage somehow. So, I'm stuck with these cards. Let's see, on the 5-point 91-92 Bowman scale, what it gets for awfulness. So it definitely gets 1 star for sure, because it is very, very ugly. The design is a complete disaster, as I said before, that Easter nightmare. They're flimsy, as I demonstrated. It's super easy to destroy, damage, especially remember the demographic at this time was largely children, so a child would just decimate it within seconds. Bare bones content, absolutely no inserts, almost no rookies, and then of course then potential hits. There's no potential for anything. You maybe have a Gretzky, you put in a binder, hey, I have all the Gretzky cards, or maybe you're one of those player collectors where you're like, hey, I need me that Mario Marois card, or else it's not a complete collection. Fair enough, but in terms of potential, really anything that is both collectible and actually has a future of value, yeah, there's absolutely nothing. The QA standards are quite up and down with it. There's really no flagrant errors. Players are correct. Spelling is correct for the most part. I haven't seen any notable errors in there. The photos, though, are quite hit or miss with a lot of blurry shots, just not very visually appealing. The unevenness is actually a lot worse than if a product was all bad or all excellent photography-wise. And I'll hear people say, hey, well, it's 91-92, well, you know, photos sucked. Look at Upper Deck stuff from that same time period. Those photos blow it out of the water. Look at Stadium Club, especially the 92-93 edition with some really nice high-res photos for that time period. So the final verdict is in. 91-92 Bowman, my personal least favorite hockey card product of all time, gets 4.5 out of 5, 91 Bowmans. We can go further down a rabbit hole with further boxes, or we can certainly get better. It's not getting much worse from here. Again, please suggest any boxes for future episodes that we can abuse and roast with their simple awfulness. Retail products, hobby products are fair game. And it doesn't have to be from the junk wax era of the 90s. It can be from this year even. Now, of course, if you say 12-13 The Cup, come on. I'd like to say I had a lot of fun for this episode, but this ain't Box Breaks with Bruce. This is worst products ever. This was a miserable time. Those 4 packs I opened were utterly painful. Thanks for watching, and never open a box of this. It is horrible. Don't do it even out of curiosity. I'm doing this so you don't have to subject yourself to this. Until next time, my friends, have yourselves an excellent day and stay away from this. Bye bye.